All right, we're back on a Friday. We do this 7 days a week here, as you know, and the NRFI video. 2-1 last night. So I get it. You want more. You want the brooms. You want to break everything out. But can't always go 3-0. So in this case, we'll settle for a 2-1 night. We are 7-5 heading into Friday on the week. Thumbs up, subscribe, please, if you're new. It's a pretty straightforward video. It's a yes or run or no run first inning play. We head on over to BetMGM, and yes, I'll still tell you about what's happening over there at BetMGM as far as this risk-free bet up to $1,000. So let us begin with the Yankees-Rays game. Looking at the pitching matchup, I think first and foremost, especially it's always interesting to see how things, if they do shift from the written piece. They did not. Minus 150, no run first inning here. Domingo Germán against Jeffrey Springs. Two good pitchers here, especially with Germán, who has worked that whip down. Remember, we were targeting him in his first couple of starts in a yes run first inning play. But in this case, when you look at what Germán has been able to do, work that ERA all the way down now to 1.11. That's really where Jeffrey Springs has been pretty much all year. So you're in a really good spot for Germán, who has been pitching consistently. He comes off his first scoreless outing the last time. I like what I'm seeing here from a guy in Germán who I can count on that whip being now a true representation of what he is. The first scoreless start, last start, was a good full representation, I think, of that. And then look, you're talking about Jeffrey Springs on the other side, who has been stellar. That K rate is 27%. If you wanted to look and maybe see if you could build a little K ladder or just go over, that's fine there. But we're just looking at the first inning, the 5.6% walk rate. I like that. Can work with that, right? So I'm trying to find somebody here who is not going to give up a first inning bomb or walk. That's basically what I'm doing when I'm looking at the no-run first inning play, is identifying a pitcher. And if there are two pitchers that can do that in the first inning, regardless of who they're going up against, then yeah, mind you, I didn't even brag about that plus money hit that we had yesterday with the Dodgers-Mets. Mets taking care of business with the run in the first, because I knew that a lot of you already were thanking and say, yeah, we get it. All right, so let's look at this one more time. Minus 150. The Yankees have dipped. They were right there at the top of baseball when it came to runs per first inning on the road. There's still, when you look at the 0.56, like there's still maybe fourth or fifth, but there's a gap between 3 and 4. Wherever they are now, they're on the other side of the gap. And that is a strong indication that things have been slipping. So I like it. Minus 150 is where we begin for a no-run first inning. With you, it's a simple proposition, right? I want you to click that link below. Want you to take care of your own business here at BetMGM with a risk-free opportunity up to $1,000. You can use my promo code as well, OSNRFI. How about that? Either way, doesn't matter. If it's the video, if it's the promo code, I'm not getting paid for it. So I don't need you to click there and say, my baby, you need to feed my child. None of that. I just want you to take advantage of a risk-free opportunity. It's us versus them, right? So if you have a chance to use something risk-free, follow anything you want. I mean, my goodness, we have betting content for days here on this channel, including the college football stuff that is just going through the roof. Ben Rasa just breathes something, and it's like thousands of views. Gajeski goes through the slate, thousands of people watching, locked in. So you have tons of opportunities here to tail what we have on OddsShopper, and up to $1,000. Again, up to $1,000. That's the big thing, is you don't need to put $1,000 in this in order for it to work. It is only up to. So you want with $200, whatever you want, that's fine. That's fine. Now, the written piece, this was minus 115. I don't understand. These numbers seem off to me. Okay, we've been doing this now consistently this year. I get stuff right. I get stuff wrong. We try and look ahead a lot of times, and you can document it for all those who say, you don't know what you document the CLV and how far and really much we're getting ahead of these closing lines. That's really all you can ask for. I anticipate we're going to get ahead of this one. I don't understand how it's minus 115. Dallas Keuchel, Nick Pivetta. Again, how is it minus 115? Realistically speaking, and look, this minus 110 doesn't make sense either. This should be even money at the very least, and this should be minus 140. I think we're getting a significant break here by taking yes minus 115 for a first run inning with guys like Dallas Keuchel and Nick Pivetta on the hill. Now, again, if this was at maybe even money, but probably closer to plus 105, like just the hint of even money doesn't put me over the top, but realistically, this should be at 105. I mean, even money is somewhat still a dip. I'm telling you, man, you have a strong chance here to get ahead of this number before it moves to 125, if not higher. Dallas Keuchel was horrific against Detroit. Absolutely dreadful. 7 earned runs. He gave up hit after hit, only 1 K. What are you expecting to change here on the road? What are you expecting to change here? Because Boston doesn't score a lot in the first inning? I don't care about that. When you have men on base because they're walking, you don't need to really worry about how well a team's hitting. Both of these guys put men on the bags due to walks. It's just they can't get around it. Pivetta has an 8.6% walk rate. 8.6. So, yeah, I think looking at it from just the standpoint of these two guys alone, we did this last night. We went to this game. This was one that hit, right? We did this last game. And I think, the problem that we all see here is it's just really tough to ignore two bad pitchers, two struggling teams, and think that you've got anything along the lines of it favoring the arms, meaning as bad as Dallas Keuchel is, Boston struggling is not doing him any favors. If anything, it's the opposite. And that's always what I'm willing to bank on. That's always what I'm willing to bet on. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Man, this has been what a Keuchel and Pivetta. I mean, I feel honestly like I need mouthwash after that one. All right, last one. See if this is still plus money. It is. It's even money. It's fine. It's plus 100 back. We'll run it for you again. But yes, there will be a run in the first inning in Detroit. Speaking of Detroit, yeah, they beat up on Dallas Keuchel last time out. All right, besides Colorado, you're not going to find a team that's got wide gaps like this in their splits, home and away. That's just what we do. So I want you to kind of look at this at least from the understanding of that you can go at Detroit pitching, you can go at Kansas City pitching, and try to understand here that the Tigers are actually going to do you some favors here. The Tigers are 0.40 runs per first inning average at home. That's a stark difference, right? I mean, they're 0.22 on the road. So think about how much Detroit improves at home versus the other side, where the Royals, pardon me, are going to need a little bit of help, but they're not as bad as you think. The Royals are right there in the middle of the pack. And that's key, I think, in identifying two teams. One, the Tigers, 0.40. The other, the Royals, at 0.43 runs per first inning on the road. Daniel Lynch versus Drew Hutchison. I mean, what are we doing here? We're getting plus money for this? Why? Because these two teams are not good? They've been able to take advantage of bad pitching. You're not that much better at home without being able to take advantage of one or two good pitchers every now and again. The same thing for really Kansas City, who is right there in the middle of the pack when it comes to runs per first inning on the road. I think we go here. We're fine here. This is the play here. And we understand that this is more a reflection, that no run first inning. I mean, that's absurd. It is more a reflection of these two teams, the lineups, the bats struggling than anything else. I'm taking advantage of the pitching. I'm targeting the pitching. That's what I want to do. All right, let's run it back for you real quick. It's simple. No, there will not be a run in the first inning in Tampa. Yes, there will be a run in the first inning in Boston. Yes, there will be a run in the first inning in Detroit. We'll get that even money in there. There you have those three. Again, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, take advantage. It's at BetMGM. You can see how easy it is. You can see just how it's not clunky like these other spots. Just go ahead, sign up, put in your bankroll for the fall, follow Ben Ross's sharp play of the day, Thank him on Twitter, and let's all cash some tickets.